Hello and welcome to Would You Believe episode 40 of The Whole Story. Now, it's been a long time since we've had an episode of The Whole Story. 3 months, YouTube tells me. There'll probably be some more coming up in the near future. We've been hard at work developing all kinds of functionality, and now it's starting to drop. And the first thing we've got for you today is private streets. Now, you might notice that I'm the host today rather than the talker. That's the technical term for it in the industry. And I've roped in a special guest to do the actual legwork for me this time, because I was lucky enough to get a demo with him doing it for me, and I thought, why not just get him in to do the demo for you guys? So one of our testers joins us. Amir, say a big street manager hello and introduce the private streets functionality.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Hello, my name is Amir, and it's just a privilege to be here on The Whole Story. I've been invited here to walk you through the private street notifications of which is new functionality as part of Apply for Works workstream. So initially what you can do is you can go down here in the application and work tile and select to apply for works, and when you're here you're able to search for a private street, a partially street, or a public street, and in this case I'm going to be searching for a private street. So if I go down here and I paste this private street here as an example, you are given this street here, Belvedere Heights, and if I click on this area here, I can select the private street, or I can select the public street, but in this case I will select the private street, and I can go down and apply for works here. Here you'll be prompted with a message to ask you if you'd like to raise a private street notification. If you do not want to raise a private street notification, you can just click no, return to the home page, which will return you back to the home page. But in this case I do want to raise it, so I will raise a private street notification and click continue.
So the vibe I'm getting here, Amir, is like it's a lot like the current permit journey, but a bit cut down. Is that fair?
I would say so, yeah. So it's more a case of just, like you said, cutting down and making it a bit more easier for people to raise works on private areas.
Beautiful.
So over here, again, if you've used the regular public street applications, you'll be greeted with these work details here. I'm just going to go through and select a few things just for testing purposes.
While Amir's doing that, I just thought I would mention that, selfishly from my DFT point of view, this is going to make the data better, because we're not going to have private streets looking like they're permits anymore, sort of cluttering up the data, and it's going to be better for everyone because it's cutting out that stuff where different highway authorities are doing different things. Some are letting them deem, some are refusing them, some are granting them with 100% discount maybe. So we're cutting all that out of the process. So I do think this private street functionality can only be a good thing for the service. I hope, Amir, I've filled some time while you filled in the journey there.
That was perfectly timed, yes. Which now brings us onto the summary page, where we can kind of review all of the information that we've put in, and I'm just going to select submit notice at the bottom, and here you're given the private street notification number. You can also click here to view the private notice, which I will do in a new tab, and whilst we do that I will go back and show you the way which we can do on a partially private road. So we've got a partially private USRN here. If I just select that, and what I can do is again drop the pin on this street here and go down to the bottom, select it. Here I will be given a option if it's the public section or the private section, and again I could just select here on the public section and it will take me down the regular apply for work permit workstream, and over here we can select the private section of the street. Again, you're given a little reminder, and you can click here to continue, and then click continue again, And again, you can just, input the same information as before. I can just go through real quick again.
Yeah, while you're doing that, Amir, I just wanted to remind anyone listening that I'm speaking in May 2024. We're going to stabilize the API in July, I do believe it is, and then there'll be a period of 6 months when people can move over to using private streets, the functionality you're seeing here in the API. So what I'm saying basically is up until January, we're going to have a period where you're going to have these private notices being submitted, as well as permits on private streets still. And as a highway authority, you need to remember that that's all totally fine, business as usual. Don't be saying to people, oh, you shouldn't be using this functionality yet, or you should be switching to this functionality. We're going to have that period of dual running for a while. Sorry, Amir, I just wanted to get that message out. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So as you remember, I opened up this new tab in this other screen. And as you can see, like you mentioned before, it is pretty much a gutted down version of the regular permit screen. Again, you can see the work details, dates, traffic management, etc. And you are also able to click here to add additional files. Again, if you've done the apply for works, it's pretty much the same functionality. And then what I would like to do is also switch back to the home screen. Again, you can click on applications and works here, or you can click up here to go to the list screens. We can go down to over to private street notification, sorry. And again, as you can see, there's a lot of data here already. And if you wanted to, you could also export it here. And that should export now. I'll just head back. What you can do also as well is if you select one of the private street notifications, is you can go in and you can also cancel the private street notification. So if I just click here, private street notification, again, I'll just use some test information and cancel the notice. And that's now been cancelled. And then quickly before that, I will switch over to HA Officer and we will view it from their perspective as well.
I don't think there's a huge rake of difference from seeing it from the HA perspective, because it's not like you're assessing and granting things.
No, absolutely no. It's pretty much bug standard the same. You can see all of the cancelled, you can see all of the issued. Again, that's something that I should also mention, is that when it comes to statuses, there is only issued or cancelled. And if we go into that, again, you can see that it's been cancelled. You can view all the information. Again, it's just the same thing as the planner promoter.
Beautiful.
And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Amir. Keep working hard. Maybe you'll make it onto another episode someday. Ooh. Maybe the public will demand it, in fact.
Please do, yes. Leave some comments and ask for me back. If this gets 10 likes, that'll do it.
Like and subscribe. And most importantly, I hope you found this video useful and enjoy using the private street functionality. Thanks very much, and for listening to this episode of The Whole Story.